Hello, hello. Hola, beautiful humans. Here, your Mexican extraterrestrial talking to you through the Zoom. Hola, bien. How's everybody doing tonight? Good? Yes, very good. Nice, nice. All right. So, we have a couple things today, and then we can go forward and multiply and keep having more children, um, having billions of more humans, and then at some point we can eat each other and put some nukes and things like that so we can get rid of some so we have more resources. Feels like we're getting there. Anyways, who wants to have a kid soon? Right? So everybody like, fuck no. Come on, they're beautiful. And see, look, how they convert into us later. See? If you guys can see the faces that I see, this is amazing. All right, all right. Well, thank you so much for being here tonight for the Q&A, for the questions and answers. I normally said that I can answer almost everything, um, literally most times. So, anyways, let's start. Who's excited to know who's getting the three people that are getting the readings? Is anybody excited about that? They're like, whatever. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I have a little box right here, and I have a lot of different names right here. See, I'm just gonna pull three, and if the person is not here today, we're gonna let them know by email or phone call or something. But if you're here today, well, you will know that probably I can start reading your aura in front of everybody. But then what is gonna happen? People is gonna know everything about you. Every time that you fucked up, every time that you just kidding. A lot of people ask me like, how does it feels to see and know that the others messed up already? I said, it doesn't feel anything anymore. I used to. Now I am. I'm good. I'm good. But when I was young and I start seeing these things and like, specifically to be completely honest, specifically when you see, somebody from your family that is lying to you or something, and but you're not gonna say anything. You're just gonna wait and be patient because that's the other thing we need to learn, right? To be patient. And then to know that is like, oh my gosh. In the beginning, it was a little difficult. Now it's not like you just get used to, and it's normal because the universe, God, whatever name you want to call, um, it designed us to make mistakes. If God, the universe, didn't want us to make mistakes, it wouldn't design us the way that we are. Correct? So, anyways, so let's start. Remember, tonight is questions and answers. You better start making your questions, start putting it in the chat. Or remember the rule, you can unmute yourself or raise the little hand, raise the little hand, and I will you can unmute yourself and ask the question. I would love if you do that too. Whatever you feel more comfortable. If you want to ask the question and you don't want others to know what the question is, of course I'm going to say the question. I'm going to read the question. But if you don't know, if you don't want them to know that it was you asking the question, you can just send it to me private, as a direct message in the chat, and I will read it. And of course, I will reveal your name later. Just kidding. I would do. I will read the questions. Donna, why don't I speak in tongues? Why don't I speak in tongues? Because probably nobody teach you to do it. Naturally, remember, we do it naturally when we're babies. Okay, when we're babies, we do it naturally. That's what it is. And a lot of also another answer to that is that there is a thing in the stomach, in the solar plexus, and that a lot of people call chakras, right? The solar plexus chakra is right there in the solar plexus area and actually connects with an energetic in your body that is directly connected to shame. And sometimes it activates. If shame is activated and is high within yourself, you cannot speak tongues because you will feel that with yourself, even if there is nobody there, it will make you feel ridiculous. Does this make sense? So you need to pay attention, like what is happening to you. The other thing is like you just need a little, a very simple training, and because there is, believe it or not, that as I explained it before, there is a little science. It's a science in speaking tongues. It's not just about bringing a spirit, because I've been explaining this. It's so funny that I actually explained this to religious people. They didn't know. Pastors, they didn't know why the science behind speaking tongues. And I didn't know that they didn't know. I thought that they knew. Then they asked me, how you knew? Where's the book? Where you read it? Like, I channeled the shit, and then I prove it, and I observe, and I test it, and I prove it. So the reality is, let's remember really quick, when we're born, we have the two fears, right? Fear to falling and fear to loud noise. And loud noise is the one that is connected to so many other fears, like falling too. But so we have those fears, and then our left brain, it will try to give us a logical explanation of things that happen to us. Okay, the right side of the brain is going to work a little bit more in everything that has to do with imagination, creativity, spirit. So, and the left brain is going to try to give us something logical. Of course, that because of that, our left brain is the one that normally takes control of everything that you do. That's why when we are on fear, the left brain tells you, well, has no logic, you better don't touch it. See, it will activate the amygdala. The amygdala will also, which is in charge of how we work with our emotions, and also activates our survival mode. So when we are speaking in tongues, the left brain is like, what the fuck is like the loud noise, and activates immediately a survival mode, not for you to stay there, right? It's just activated. And when we activate survival mode, it means we activate fear. And when we are in fear, what happens when you feel? Even if you don't believe in God or whatever it is, but if you believe that there is some higher power, when you're in fear, when you're about to die, certainly you believe in anything that could be possible to help you, right? So that's what happens to us. We start believing that there is a higher power, there is something that is going to help us to survive. And the left brain, which has no control anymore because it doesn't really understand any logical or any analytic side, it will allow the right brain to take over. And the right brain is the one that will put your body in a survival mode, which means it will protect you. You will develop probably big hope or faith or something because you are in the need. you're in need. So speaking tongues will disable the control of the left brain that doesn't allow you to see further, because the other thing is the left brain will actually limit you. See, logic will limit you too, right? If it doesn't make sense, you cannot move forward, you cannot go far away. But the right brain and creativity is just expansion. It doesn't matter. You can continue dreaming, right? That's why a lot of people loves to dream. Who likes to dream? I personally love to dream. I have a lot of lucid dreams, and a lot of my lucid dreams has to do. I love to fly in my lucid dreams. You know, I love to fly. I jump and then I do little things, and I just it's yeah. There you go. It's dreaming is wonderful, but when we are in the logical brain, we cannot dream. In a matter of fact, if something bad is going to happen in your is happening in your life, or you're broken, heartbroken, or you're broke, or financially, or anything, something bad is happening to you, right? When somebody else comes and tell you, don't worry about it, it's going to be fine, your left brain is like, no, that doesn't make sense, it's not going to be fine, look how I feel. Right? That's a natural reaction. So speaking tongues, we will disable the control of the left brain, allowing you to expand into possibilities, which is the right brain will bring to you, will absorb more particles from the universe. In this case could be what's the name of this thing, radiation, because particles are part of radiation. It's a subatomic level of energy that comes into our bodies as a thought forms, and we process that, and will allow us to feel is either stronger, because that's the purpose of survival mode. Survival mechanism is to keep you, to make you strong about something, to have a reaction, a quick reaction, or stop, or fight, or not, or freeze, or eat, because you're going to die from starvation, or have sex a lot, so we can continue with human race, because that's survival too. Make sense, guys? See, that's why there is two things that can actually cancel, in your brain. Listen to this. There is two things that can cancel literally in your brain by sending the blood from your frontal brain cortex, sending the blood to the back of the brain and leaving you without reasoning. There are two things that make you not to reason. Number one is anger. When you're angry, you can't reason. You don't want to reason. You just want to just want to put it out, right? And the second thing is sex. Yes, when you are having sex, tell me that you're thinking in something else, right? That's why a lot of pregnancy comes from a guy that didn't think, right? And probably the lady too. Oh shit, we forgot the condom. What is that? That's your child. It's not mine. Right? So whatever it is. So again, just to clarify, shame could be blocking you from speaking tongues. Speaking tongues are very, very good. Probably in the future, I'm going to do a class in that, guys, for you guys. And I'm going to throw it right there so you guys can know, we can go more in detail about the entire science behind speaking tongues, which is so funny that priests in a lot of different religions, they actually use them, and they don't know the science behind. All right, I hope that answered the question. Thank you. So somebody sent me a private message saying like, hey Arturo, I want to eat 2 tortas, but there is not enough meat. Can you send? Just kidding. Somebody says, I'm having a problem when I try to read auras or do a reading. Sometimes it feels like my logical side takes over and I feel blocked. I have tried pointing my finger at my third eye, but then sometimes my ADD takes over and my brain goes into a loop, and I can't slow down. I am having issues with both. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a couple very, very precious thing about this. What she means about finger is because I have a little technique that when you're thinking too much about something, and let's do it for those that don't know, when you're thinking about something too much and you want to stop and you cannot stop and you just need a little break, you need to grab your index finger and put it in front of you and just focus and get it closer and keep looking at it. Go ahead, do it. And look what happened. Just keep it there and tell me if you're able to think. Right? You can't think. The reason why is because the nerve of the eyes are connected to the brain and is grabbing all the attention and is getting the focus. You cannot think of anything else but just what? The finger. And it just stopped. Now, what she means is like her ADD take over and all this. Yes, that happened to a lot of people. But what I need you to know is that this requires practice. See, with practice, you will become better. I'll explain about the auras, but with practice, you will able to do it easily the more and more you do. Just like working out, right? If you start working out, what happened? In 3 months, you're going to do much better. In 6 months, you're going to start changing, right? In a year, you're going to be totally different. In 5 years, you might be a model, right? So that's the truth. This is the exactly same thing. The exercise of the finger will get better. In a matter of fact, it gets to the point, if you practice that, anybody that practice that gets to the point that you just need to see it right away, and then you will not have any ADD taking over or anything like that. ADD, ADHD, all this, and all this anxiety, remember, and hyperactivity. I'm saying this because I did a lot of work with kids with the problem, and I prove that they can actually focus for over 30 minutes in each class at the school and became the students of the month every month. Oh yeah. The key is the speed of the brain. The speed of the brain needs to slow down so you have it very fast. The speed of your brain is fast. When the speed of the brain is faster, the speed of the mind gets lower. So you have less spirit coming towards you. And whatever spirit goes, it goes a little bit to the waste or just to fulfill whatever traumas you have. So you need to learn to what? Calm the fuck down. We need to learn we need to learn to calm the fuck down. Yeah, I bought a domain name for a website long time ago. It's actually called calmthefuckdown.cool. One of these days I will use it for something. I don't know, a class or something. But anyways, so it is important. What I was talking about, I forgot. See, I got distracted now.
You were talking about the speed of the brain, and when the speed of the brain is fast, the mind is slower.
Thank you, Werux. Thank you. So, Francesca, muchas gracias. Thank you. So, when the brain speeds up and gets you anxiety and doesn't allow you to focus and all these things, all these problems that you have, which could be several different things, right? Food, emotional control, spiritual strain. It can be so many things, trauma, PTSD, whatever it is. The truth is that once that you start training your brain to slow down the brain, the mind will speed up and you will bring more spirit to your body. And when you have a spirit to your body, tell me that you don't feel better. In a matter of fact, the people that came to me before, at some point, any of you that came to me for healings, like energetic healings, all those things that you came out saying like, he did something and I feel something when he, whatever he did. Who experienced that before? Anybody? Put the little hands right there. I see a couple hands right there. There you go. Yes, thank you. So that is actually the spirit coming through you. Okay? So now, while she's referring about reading auras, is because I have a class where I actually teach to read auras. So she's probably watching those videos in that class. And that's why one of the things, if you go back and review that, is you will notice that I actually put 3 different ways to see auras. Of course, I'm not going to explain this everybody right now, but there is actually 3 ways to see auras. The way that I see it, I see them graphical, like literally I see graphical things. For whatever reason, I born with my eyes being able to see graphical colors, like I'm seeing a picture of you. When I'm seeing you, there is the second way to do it is by intuition, which means that you don't see anything, but if you can ask your brain, like, what, show me a color in that person that is affecting her or him or they in one way, and the color is going to pop as a thought in your mind, or you're going to have a feeling. And the thing is, because I knew that the left brain is not going to allow you to either see by intuition or allow you to see by graphical, I put the third one, which is you just allowed a thought in your head by focusing in an area of the body of the person and says, just ask, give me a color that is in the left side or on his shoulder or her shoulder or their shoulder. And a color is going to pop as a thought. And then you can think about it. And you can start thinking of the meaning. Does this make sense? For a lot of people who say like, what are you guys talking about? Yeah, it's because this person that asked this question probably is in one of my classes. The Intuition Academy is called Intuition Academy. I teach being a psychic there and stuff and discover more your intuition. Anyways, let's move forward. Which is the best meditation you gave us to slow the brain down? All of them, they do it. But let me tell you one thing. There is one thing that is a meditation, I call it counting meditation. Counting meditation is just as it says, it's counting, but has a little science behind, right? Because for those that knows what I'm talking about, I put there, we have the counting meditation when you start counting from 1 to 50 in a slow pacing, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 50. When you start coming back from 50, you start coming back faster. 49, 48, 47, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41. You keep going. And once that you get to 10, you slow down again. The reason why is because the brain is used to count fast forward and slow backwards. Do you agree? If you don't believe me, try. See, what we're doing there is disabling again. The key is disabling again the left brain. Thank you for the thumbs up. Who's like, oh shit, yes. So now that is the meditation that I use with kids to help them to stabilize and balance their brains. In a matter of fact, all the kids that I seen that, you know, their parents brought them to me and I give them some training, I use that to start making their brains to be trained to have more control. And the results are amazing because you can focus for longer periods of time. And the results are very good for them. The other one that helps you to slow down very, very fast is called ipso facto meditation. It's a meditation that I did for myself to regain energy and rest in 5 minutes, 8 seconds. It's called ipso facto meditation. So you guys can ask Francesca where you guys can get those or where they are, so you guys can have access. Uh, um, but that's those are the best, and fast. But in reality, if you have time for any of the meditations that I have, um, let me ask you, put it in the chat. How many of you, before doing any of my challenges or know me, who used to meditate, who has some meditation training or who tried meditation before? Please put it in the chat. Put me. I'm gonna show you something. And also I'm gonna go back. We have another question right here. Yes. Um, oh, there you go. So, all right. Let me ask you something. Did you notice any difference between the meditations that you used to do that are not mine and the ones that I do? Kindly put what has been the difference. Put it right there in the chat, please. So just put it right there. And okay, I'm receiving more questions. I noticed that my mind slows down quicker and I go deeper without all the anxiety and overthinking. Yes, I did a Deepak Chopra meditation challenge, and that would put me to sleep. There you go. I feel more balanced. Thank you. Now that I do meditate, yours are much different. Yes, it's more deeper. In a matter of fact, more enjoyable. Thank you. Thank you. So I put monks to meditate with my stuff. When they come back, they say the exactly same thing. It's faster and deeper. Now I cannot explain, but because I have a secret recipe about it, and it would be very difficult to explain. The best way to do it, I born to do it. I born with something, and I have, I don't know, this vibration that can get you there very fast and very quick, connect you with your higher self very fast, very quick, and even my, yeah, shorter and effective. Thank you so much. And I guess that I just born to bring that from the universe to you guys. And let's see, let's go back here. Let me go back here. And here it is. The next one is, how can we distinguish when energetics are internally or externally influenced? That's a great question. And when we're talking energetics, sometimes you can feel like crap and it's not within yourself. Something is being external. You know, some people would say, somebody sending me bad vibes, right? And bad vibes, and somebody might be doing witchcraft on me, or whatever you're feeling and perceiving. How can you tell what's the difference? It could be very difficult, to be completely honest. It could be very difficult, but what you can do is actually to ask your mind directly. Now, even asking your mind, you can trick yourself because you are on fear that somebody's doing something to you already. Even if it's internal, you might perceive that it's external. Like, for example, you have a trauma and the trauma make you to be fear of dark, for example. Even if it's daylight, if you see a shadow or something that just passed, but it's not a spirit, just somebody passed, but your mind will tell you, oh, it wasn't a spirit, and will trigger dark, and it will trigger your fears, and you might think that it's external. I would say that for me, the best way to know that if it's external without seeing if you cannot see your aura and all these things that I do, um, and this is important also, I need to extend this a little bit. The reason is because you can go to different people, spiritual people, and they will ask you for money because they tell you that is external, that somebody do witchcraft on you, that they can fix it for you, or you have a demon and they're gonna fix it for you. They just need you to put $5,000 in a little box and go to the cemetery in a specific spot that they have access to, and leave the fucking money right there. I'm telling you, I hear so many crazy stories, true stories about it. I would say that you can try to do the best way to do is ask yourself that simple question. Just relax. You can do one of the meditations. Just make sure that you're relaxed, or just focus in your breath. Just focus in your breath for 2-3 minutes or 5 minutes, and then you ask yourself the question: what I'm perceiving is internal or external? Because even in Buddhist monks, in Buddhism, they call actually internal maras and external maras, which means internal demons and external demons. What you're going to notice when you ask yourself that question, you're going to know if the left brain takes over, you're going to think about the answer. If you just allow it to come without thinking, that's the correct answer, and that is going to tell you. You will know. Make sure that you ask the question like that, or if you want to even make it even simpler, ask the question: is this what I'm feeling? Is this external? Yes or no? And you're going to have your answer, because a yes or no, your brain, your soul is going to connect everything, is going to tell you. So it means if it's not the external, it's internal, or vice versa. Does this make sense? Like sometimes I wake up feeling off, mind might be foggy, or body might feel heavy. This is an example that puts me in a process of regulating and exploring the chaos. It's me, the world, someone else. Okay, this is a great question too, because what happens is there is a chance that you can be very empathic. And when I said empathic, it doesn't mean that you're just feeling other people. You might be feeling the vibration of the planet. You might be feeling the vibration of the streets. Everything in this world has a vibration and connects to a specific frequency. In a matter of fact, I explained a long time ago, and this has been on science actually, probably back since the 80s or even before. I don't know exactly, but I know that there is something that is called Hartmann lines. And they call it Hartmann because it was the last name of the geologist that discovered that these belts of lines that cross mountain cities of negative energy can affect people. And we have that all the time, especially in the world like today that we have, that is very dysfunctional. And we're not saying that we are not. We all have some type of dysfunctionality and functionality, all of us. It all depends now what you want to function and what you don't, right? You have a choice. But it could be that you're very empathic and you're perceiving a lot of that. And remember, also substances, guys, substances can make a difference in your life. Alcohol, coffee, any type of drugs, prescribed drugs, non-prescribed drugs, anything like that can have an effect to modify the way that you perceive life. But this is happening to you. The way that I'm perceiving this is like probably you're very empathic. You're very, very empathic. So you need to become stronger, spiritually stronger, and emotionally stronger. And the third one would be practical. Practical mean that exercise yourself mentally, physically, in a way that you feel stronger. And also that, I'm going to say a bad word right here, that probably you need to say, I don't give a shit. See, sometimes I've been through classes or something that I was doing, and nobody knew that I lost a family member or somebody, and the show needs to continue, right? You need to put yourself in the practice that your life needs to continue. And sometimes all these things that are happening to you, you just need to say, I don't give a fuck. Seriously. Excuse my French. See, you need to do something about, and you need to get up and you need to do it even if you don't feel perfect. I think that a good example, I always said, like, sometimes if you see my schedule, if you see my schedule, you will ask me, like, how the heck you manage to actually work out about an hour a day? Because that's my time. I love that's my time. That is Arturo's time, in my workout. You know how many times I just don't want to work out? Every freaking day, I just don't want to work out. I feel stiff. I feel stagnation. I feel all these things. My body says, like, a heck no. And I don't take supplements. So I work out naturally. I don't take supplements. And so if you don't take supplements, if you're lifting weights or something, it's going to be more difficult, right? Because you get tired easy or things like that. So I drag myself and start working out. That's what I do. I don't give a fuck. I just start working out. And halfway of the workout, I'm recovered. But the most important part is just need to pass that peak. Make sense? So I would recommend you to do that. I want to get better at knowing what's me and what's not. Yes, just start asking yourself questions. Asking yourself questions, guys, is gonna be great. It's gonna be great. All right, I hope that answers part of that. Thank you.
Arturo, there's someone that had a question that was kind of off of what you were just talking about when you were talking about substances. Someone was wondering CBD2.
Yes, any substance, including sugar. Trust me. Here's the thing. Do you agree that your body, your brain, everything is going to react differently? Like if you take CBD, for example, even that they say that it's medicinal and calm the fuck down and everything like that, that's what it does. It will, depends on what type of CBD. I don't know that much about CBD, but I heard that, like, you can give it to your dogs, you can take it yourself, it will calm you down. All depends the mix, right? I think that some people can get more energy, some people less. So do you agree that one way or the other, that will actually modify your perception, right? It will modify your perception. How many of you been high in your life, at least? Because I know that you don't do anything now. Oh yeah, no. Anybody that look at the faces now. Look at the face, like, oh shit. No, I'm just kidding. So, see, when you use anything, you get high. Do you agree that even if you drink a coffee and you put sugar, you get high? Even that it lasts probably, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes or less, whatever it is, you get a different type of high, right? You get energized. Coffee is an enhancer. It will modify your brain too, the way that you think, how fast you speak, how fast you do things, right? A lot of people think that I'm always in coffee. I'm like this naturally. So any substance. So just, you need to be able to learn to balance, including if you do anything, because everybody has their own reasons to use anything. Now, I decided in my life that I will fortify myself, that became very strong about my emotions, my spirit, and I decided not to try heavy substances. I like to drink a beer, but I cannot drink a lot because I will be drunk. See? And that will change everything. And some people get happy. I don't know if I would be probably angry. So the only thing that I know is that if I don't know, if my system is not will receive a lot of alcohol, which I already know that is not. I will not try because why? I don't want to feel the way that I feel later, right? The next day or whatever it is. It's a choice. It's a choice. But yes, every substance, including sugar, sugar will change your perception. In a matter of fact, a lot of internal maras, a lot of internal demons, they feed in the sugar. That's how they feed, in the sugar. Yep. Because the sugar will mess up your bloodstream. It will feed some parasites, and all those are lower energies. Do you agree? So your body stays in a lower vibration. Thank you. So you mentioned how a gallbladder was essential at the end of life. How does the removal of a uterus and cervix, I still have both ovaries, affect one's life aside from having children? Well, there's a couple things that you guys might think about. Anything that you do to your body is going to change your vibration, including a tattoo. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do a tattoo. There's beautiful tattoos, right? If you are into the tattoos, they're beautiful tattoos. There are others that they're not that beautiful. I don't know how the fuck some people were thinking. They were drunk or something when they did it. But anyways, not them. The tattoo artist was drunk. But anyways, what I mean with this is that anything will affect you energetically. That's why when you start noticing your traumas and situations that put you into a low vibration energy, what happens? And for example, if you remove the womb of a woman, right? That is just for babies, right? But you don't have it anymore. At some point, it has the function of what? The vibration of creation and creativity. It might be affecting you. I'm not saying that fully, but might be affecting you in your creativity and the way that the power that you can have for creating. There you go. See? Thank you. Thank you. So it could be so many different things. Now, remember, it doesn't have to do just in that. It could be representing in other things. Could be representing in mood change, could be representing in an emptiness, like a feeling of emptiness. So, and all that converts from a physical into an emotional. So that house can be affected. If the negative memory is blocked, but you know of this existence through a family member, can the steps of imprint removal be used? What do you view, say, think, or when looking in the mirror? Yes, the imprint removal will help, but all depends. How deep? Remember, I mentioned this when I was teaching you guys this. It all depends. The reason why I designed a method that goes deep is because a lot of imprints you extracted, but it's in the surface and it's still deep, and it helps you to go through the motions, but then it will come out again or in a different way. So that's why I always said it all depends. But yes, the answer to that is yes, it works. Especially if you have blocked your negative memory and somebody says, let me give you an example. Actually, I have a client that she apparently she was very happy. She was very, very happy until one day her cousin comes and and told her that she asked her like, how did you do? And she says, what do you mean? Yeah, how did you cope with what happened to us? I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, remember our uncle molested us when we were 5. I'm like, wait, what? Which uncle? She blocked it. She didn't remember anything. And like, well, he did this, this, and this. Similar things happen to probably some of you. This is very common in families. Yes, thank you. And that's a problem. And so it's blocked, and then you receive like a little shock, and then it's very complicated and difficult because your mind is trying to remember and it's so blocked because you don't want to go through that pain. You disassociated yourself from the pain. And then you start understanding, oh, yeah, I was having a happy life, but now that I'm thinking, this probably is affecting me because I cannot hold a relationship for too long when I start fucking it up. Or I have the vibration of rejections. People reject me and I don't know why. See, it comes out in a different way. So, yes, it will help, but it all depends. If it's something deeper or something that is stronger, I would recommend you probably regression. There is 3 types of regression, guys. In my Healing Day program, I have tools, and there is past life healing, time frame healing, and womb regression. And I have actually regressions: womb regression, past life regression, and time frame regression. But yeah, that might help.
Arturo,
Yes.
there's a couple more questions about sugar really quick. 2 different questions. One person was asking, does maple sugar and coconut sugar, are they acceptable? How about Splenda fake sugar?
Oh my God. Okay. Splenda. If you can, stay away from it. Stay away from it. Any sugar, including fruits, is sugar, right? And by experience, personal experience, but also people around me, people that have been working out, people that have been doing better in their lives. Let me tell you, I started a couple years ago. The doctors told me that I was pre-diabetic for 2 years and nobody told me anything. And here I am with honey and everything, right? So any sugar, if you don't work out, if you don't sweat it out, if you don't have enough activity, it will start accumulating. And believe it or not, it will create the plaque in the veins. That's the information that I have. And I'm telling you, because yes, it start creating all kind of difficulties in your life. Splenda, how can I say that? Is pure poison, but it's slow. It poisons you slowly. You can probably have one. I had a few in my life, I have a few, but literally a few. Like I after I research it, I stay away from it. Let me give you an idea what happens with sugar. I know that we need sugar, right? It's sweet, it's nice. 2 years ago, I ended up in the hospital with my blood pressure being 125 for the low and 210 for the high. So over 200. The one that's supposed to be 80 was 125, something like that. And the one that's supposed to be 120s was 210. Have a big headache. The way that I am, I just disconnected mentally my headache, so I didn't have a headache anymore, and I thought that everything was fine until they took my blood pressure, and I ended up in the hospital. And it took them like a couple hours to start putting it down with medications. And they want me to take this pill forever, for the rest of your life, you're going to take the pills and all these things, until I find out a video of a guy that talks about metabolism. And by the way, later on, I find out that he killed himself by throwing himself after speaking shit about it, about all these things. and from the building, and he died. But he left a lot of videos. So the video that I found was where he was saying that the cause of the high blood pressure is not salt. Like they told me, don't eat a lot of salt. Have you heard that before? Don't eat a lot of salt because it's the spike the high blood pressure, right? The problem is not that. The problem was sugar. Sugar. So guess what I did? I started staying away the most that I could from sugar, and my blood pressure went down to 125, 130 over 85, over 80. And I went to the doctor, and actually, Francesca is a witness of this. She went with me to the doctor, and do you remember that time, Francesca, that the doctor was looking at me? Do you remember what she told me? Share it with
Oh,
them.
when she realized that your blood pressure and everything dropped, and she was actually so busy, stopped everything, walked in, and was like, "So, what is it that you've been doing? Like, what is it? Tell me, like, share it with me, the secret. Like, there's got to be something that you're doing." And so he's sharing with her, and she's like, "No, I want to know, like, the app, like, you got to tell me what it is." And so she became very obsessed.
Yes. Thank you. She actually told me that my pulse, my rest, pulse
Oh,
rest, something like.
resting heart rate was the heart rate of an athlete. It was so perfect that she's like, "Wow, your resting heart rate is that of an athlete. This is amazing."
And that is just removing sugar. So if you remove sugars, you start removing sugar from your life, and anything that has to do with sweets, your life is going to become better. Now, in the beginning, it's like hell because you have a program. Now, if you decide to do it and you think that you need help, come, we do a reprogramming for you or something, and that will help you. But in the beginning, it's hell. In reality, stop sugar. The first 2 weeks are the most difficult, but it takes up to 2 months for your body to readapt. Make sense, guys? All right. In instances where you were unwanted in the womb, can imprint removal be used? Yes, in a way, yes, but I would recommend a womb regression for that. That's where everything can be more fixable on the deepest level. But yes, removing imprints helps a lot, a lot. Trust me, a lot. Can you give me an example of the difference between imprint and hormone imbalance? Do they overlap? Yes, they do overlap. In a matter of fact, hormone imbalance is always connected to imprints and imprints to the hormone imbalance. So they're always working together. So yeah, looks like sometimes you can look at, okay, I'm fucked. Yes, sometimes we are. So what the what fucking Mickey Mouse ER did you go to? I want to avoid this one. Escondido. It's like a São Paulo Mar. Palomar. I went to. And yeah, the lady about my gallbladder, she was nasty. Anyways, do you have any plans to write a book of encyclopedia set? I can assist. Yes, yes. If anybody assists me, I throw away because I start reading everything that I wrote and I put it in the trash because it didn't sound good for me until somebody told me like oh, there is some people that is called editors. So, but yes, I have a lot of content. If anybody wants to help with that, I will love it. Why not? Does this bubble trick to block out people work on powerful people like you? Probably. I keep my right to not answer about me, but yes, most people, yes. The good news is that a person like me will never do anything bad to you. See, that's the difference. But yeah, for bad people, it will block. It will block. It will. Okay, if you believe in the devil, it will block the devil. As that's how it is. That's how it is. just good things can go through. Just good energy, good spirit, the spirit of the universe, the spirit of God will go through for you to be okay. It will block anything. Trust me, it works really good. What power do I have that I have been blocking out? Um, I think that probably, let me see, who's this? Okay, okay. Yes, I would say a little bit the vision, the future vision in a way, but not fully. And we probably need to check what else if you've been blocked, because all of you guys, all of us, we born with gifts, some with more gifts than others, but always we do, and sometimes we block it because they activate shame, guilt, and a lot of things. I'm gonna go really quick to the next one. Somebody wants to know who is older, mom or daughter. Oh my gosh, so who's older? Okay, you want me to say it in public? I'm gonna say it. Yes, older soul, like older soul, for in the belief system that the souls are older. The daughter. Yes, for a tiny bit, not that much, tiny bit, almost the same, just probably a millisecond before, but yes, a little bit. I'm just being honest. I hope the
Arturo,
mom.
there's a couple questions in the chat.
Okay,
The first one is, what if you tried hypnosis regressions several times and never really worked for you? What would you suggest to do or try?
perfect. That's a great question because that's actually my expertise. So I have a lot of clients that they try hypnosis, and remember the secret recipe that I shared? Well, I didn't say what it is, but the secret, what I call the secret recipe, it is something that I think that I explained before, has to do with uh, a mental state to go into a stage in your brain that is um, what I call theta 2. Now, here's the problem for a lot of people. They want to be logical. They want me to show them that scientists already measured the waves of the brain, and they want to see that they call it theta 2. That's my discovery. And I call it theta 2. And I don't see any research where they're actually talking about that. In these words, this is an unexplored field for them, but for me, is my everyday since I born. So hypnosis doesn't work most of the times because either, especially if the hypnotist didn't allow the person to be completely in the perfect timing to do it. The most important part of any type of regressions, wherever you do it, I'm going to tell you what it is the assessments. See, in a womb regression, I can do assessments in the same day. But for a time frame regression or a past life regression, the assessment can take a little bit more. In a matter of fact, a time frame regression, which is the one that goes through situations that you have in your life before, like a rape or accidents or anything like that, you need a time frame regression for that, right? But in order to really do it right, you need the perfect assessment. And sometimes you need 3, 4, 5 assessments before you actually do the regression. And a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, that's a big investment. Well, let me tell you one thing about investing in yourself. You may be precautious always about, where you put your money and all these things. But the truth is, there is nothing more important in this life than investing in yourself. Because the truth is, if the problem is preventing you from being successful or to succeed in an area of your life, if you don't really do the correct work and really get rid of it, you may never know all of your potential. I'm telling you because I guess that I would say that my heart is so happy that I bring results to people. I can talk shit about others because yeah, I don't like a lot of the methods, or some people has not enough training. But you know what? I can tell you one thing, and I can speak for myself. The methods that I have, for those that study my methods, they know what I'm talking about. I have a big group of people that study my methods. If they want to be healers, and this is what happens, they know that the methods I develop it, what is called bulletproof. It doesn't matter if they make mistake when they do it, they're gonna work because I apply the vibration of that secret recipe right there. But again, if doesn't work is because you were not ready for. See, what the person might be missing is that if if you want something, okay, let's pretend you want to let go of a person, okay? Let's pretend you want to let go of a person and you're ready to let go. That's what you think. And you do it and doesn't work. Well, if it doesn't work, it means that you were not ready. So the work of the facilitator should be helping you to get to the point to get ready before the next step. Does this make sense? I hope that uh, this clarifies that. Okay.
One
What
more
else,
question.
Señorita Francesca? Yes.
The question is, are you planning to do any meetings on numbers and combinations of numbers?
Oh yes. In a matter of fact, let me put this. Let's see. Give me a sec. I'm gonna give you a link right now because this is how you guys are going to sign up for the link that I'm gonna put right here is the link that you guys have to go there. That link that I put in the chat. Oh, did I put it for everybody? No, I put it for one person. Hold on, let me meeting. I don't know why the chat keeps changing. There you go. So I just put a link right there. That's the link for you guys to sign up for the presentation on the 18th. Is this 18th of December, Monday at 7 p.m.? I'm gonna present the Manifestos Club. You can sign up right there. You can sign up right there. And in that, we're going to be talking about numbers. But yes, I have a lot of stuff about numbers and formulas about how you actually can determine how your day is going to be if you know a specific formula. And if for any reason you guys really interested in that and you wanted to do it in the, like, it's not part of another class and you want to be very specific class, please send your request to Francesca and we can put it together for you guys. Seriously, I've been doing it all my life, and yeah, I know some formulas. I know the ones that are coming for this coming year. So, what else, Señorita Francesca?
That is it for the chat questions.
Okay, let me see. I was having one more here. I think that it was a direct message. Somebody's asking me, am I child? Is that why you taught me the counting meditation? No, the counting meditation I teach to everybody to regain balance in the brain. And by the way, the person that asked me, I can tell you by personal opinion, I think that you're brilliant. I think that this lady is brilliant. Sometimes she just needs to balance a little bit. All right, I think that I think there is one more down here. Wait a second. If I miss anybody, I'm sorry about that. It wasn't my intention. But if I miss anybody, just say, "Hey, you missed me." Oh wow. What if you try hypnosis when I'm about to do something? It can be from eating to telling someone the way I feel to exercising almost every time. Um, it feels like I get shut down, like a pillow put over me, and I do not do it. Sometimes I starve myself because of this behavior. It feels like I can't work, I cancel plans, etc. Why do I keep shutting down? Okay, this could be a combination of things. It could be a trauma that was semi-blocked in a way or block that is causing that as a reaction, and you're trying always to disassociate. And in a matter of fact, even if you did not disassociate from the situation or the trauma, if at some point in your life you did it, what happens is that now your program is into disassociation of that. A lot of things, a lot of people, including doctors, if you tell them something like this, they might think that you need some antidepressive pills. I wouldn't go there. Seriously, it's not, because that's not the problem. This is just a problem that is within, that is trying to go out. And this is the way that is presenting to you. Remember, it's all energy that is within, that is just being either consumed by something that happened right there. And probably I would recommend, if you want to know a little bit more, or if you want to try to see what is happening, if you trust that I can help you, talk to Francesca, and probably we can do a session or something. Okay, I would recommend that, because yes, looks like that's a specific behavior of something that is trying to get out and is not coming out. And if this keeps happening to you as a cycle or as a pattern or as a habit, it is something right there that needs to be out. And probably we can just extract it or something. Okay. um are you planning? Okay, I read that. I think that we're good with the questions. Children of the corn, are you guys ready for the raffle? See, I'm gonna show you here. I have the box right here. Is full of it. I'm moving it. Oh, by the way, at the end, I'm gonna ask you a favor. You're gonna receive a survey about the challenge. If you can answer, I will greatly appreciate it. Also, in that email that you're going to receive, is remember the 50% discount for Destiny sessions. You can get it there too if you want, if you need it. Why you would need a Destiny session? If you're having issues to thinking like, what's next for you. All right, I pulled the first one. Let's see what's the name right here. Carissa Litan. Look at this. Carissa. Oh, I know who she is. Carissa Litan. So she wins. She's a lucky. She wins the first 15 minutes oral reading session. I'm gonna move it here. Let's see if anybody that is here win it today. Send the vibes. Let's see how strong your mind is. All right, let's see here. We have, is Carissa here? Anyways, if she's here, if not, she's gonna receive a message. Sara Estrada. Any Sara Estrada right here today? No, that's the second one. And let's see, one more. And this is Tammy Leaves. Tammy Leaves, is she here? Is that Tammy? Cindy's sister? Tammy, you, oh my God, you have a strong mind. Nice. Nice. Very good. Very good. Francesca, do we have anything else pending?
I think that's it. I think you covered everything.
Very good. So I'm gonna put it again. Look in the chat right there. Um, in the chat, meeting group chat, right there. Clicking that link, and you're gonna go into this page here. Let me share my screen really quick, because that's the day that we're going to speak about the Manifestos Club before the class starts. So let me share this one here. All right. You guys see my screen? You guys see my screen is a page that has the Manifestos Club page. Is Monday, December 18 at 7 p.m. So you can click and get your spot here. You get it. You're going to receive your link to get in. It's a quick video, like 2 hours, 45 minutes. Just kidding. 2 minutes, 45 seconds video. Just letting you know that it's an invitation. Very simple. You get there, you fill up the form, and you're in for that day. Okay? You're in for that day, and you're going to get the information about the Manifestos Club. Remember, if you want to be there, if you want to know about the classes coming, the class that I do before the end of the year is going to be in the 28th of December. And it's going to, if you're in, you're going to have access anyways. And of course, I have the rest of the classes that I want to continue doing. And of course, the entire year for that club, for the Manifestos Club. So I know that you guys, a lot of you signed up yesterday for that, but this is the actual link that is gonna get you your link to come to that presentation. Okay, does this make sense? Yes, I'm excited too. All right, Children of the Corn, officially we finish the challenge and the Q&A, and it's been a big pleasure to have you here, and I'm so grateful really, and thankful in my heart for you sharing this time with me and being open for me to share my stuff with you. And I hope that if you have people, listen, if you have people that you think that can be helped with anything that I do, let them know. There is a Mexican that crossed the border without papers and in a tunnel, and then flew through the border and landed in shit. Just kidding. I have papers when I came, but then I lost it, and then I regained it 20 years later. But anyways, guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I love you all. I hope you guys have a good night, and I'll see you soon. If you're gonna be there, Monday is this coming Monday, the next Monday, 18 at 7 p.m. We're gonna be talking about the Manifestos Club, how you can be part of it, what is it, what it's all about, what do we do there, and probably you can become one of those members and clients that I've been helping all these years to do better. All right? Big hug. Happy night. Chingon. Night night.